Tyler's played well for them today. He's done a good job.
Second down, 3 yards to go.
Second and 3. 13:50 remaining in this one. Tyler has 69 yards on 15 carries. It's interesting, you know, a guy starts fumbling. And a lot of things that go into that. He's had that rap. He had it at UCLA. He's had it here, but he's held on to it today.
He's done a good job for him today.
Waddy in motion. Give to Tyler again. And Tyler inside the 10. And he may have the first down. Be a first and goal for the Rams. They'd like to put a clincher on with a 14-0 lead.
Very important, too, Gary, because if they do score here, I think it would put the Cardinals kind of out of range unless some miracle happens. But they need to force a turnover right here. They need a fumble. They need an interception.
You know, you look at this team, the Cardinals, the first 3 games scoring very well. They had 43 points through the first 3 games. They had 7 last week. Thus far, none. They've just hit a drop. First and goal at the 9. Give to Tyler again, and Tyler fumbles the ball. And who's got it? St. Louis. And that's what we were just talking about. He fumbles it at the 5, and the Cardinals are still alive in this game.
They needed a turnover, and they got the turnover. Take a look at this. You notice how he's careless with the football right here. He takes it up. Look at him.
Oh,
he's got it out in his arm. The contact comes in, and guess who forced the fumble? Calvin Favron came in and made the hit on him, knocked that ball loose.
And that's probably ruined what Tyler felt was one of his better afternoons in the National Football League. Steve Niels was in on that play, too.
I think he came up with a fumble. Favron made the hit on him to jar the ball loose, and Niels came up with a fumble recovery.
And so at the 4-yard line, the Cardinals still are alive with 12:41 remaining. They trail 14-0. They've got to get something going on this drive. Here's a give to Anderson, and Anderson out to the 5, and that's all. A gain of 1. Larry Brooks, an all-NFL second-team pick a year ago, and San Francisco is falling in the rears in that game, aren't they?
20-yard touchdown pass to the #1 draft choice, Kellen Winslow, the big tight end. Dan Fouts, a 20-yard, 24-9.
Boy, Fouts is having a good year, isn't he? How many quarterbacks are already over 1,000 yards? I was looking at that yesterday. 2 of them in the NFC already.
It's unbelievable. Look at this, Dallas. The short week of practice didn't hurt them at all. 31-13, they lead right now.
Gain of 1 on that last play. Second and 9 from the 5. Hardy's been in the end zone a couple of 3 times in this game. He just got rid of that one. Making his cut was Tilley, but he just wasn't open at all. Pat Thomas over there defending. Jim unloads it. Jack Youngblood was the guy putting pressure on Hart, and it comes to a 3rd down.
They're going to have to put it up. They got to throw the football now. They can't make up 14 points running the football. He throws it here, but he just threw the ball away. He grounded the ball. He got away with it. That's what a veteran can do. He's allowed to do that. They got to let you do that once in a while and not get caught.
Keeps you alive anyway. Hart 6 of 20 now for 80 yards. 3rd down and 9.
They need a big play.
And this is where it's going to have to come. Hart rolling around, and he hits Steve, but that's not going to be enough for the first down. Steve is hit by Dave Elmendorf. He's upset about something. The ball at the 10-yard line. It's 4th down, still 4 yards to go.
I tell you, that Ram defense is doing an excellent job. They had everybody covered. Jim moved out of the pocket, made the completion, but not enough for the first down. They're going to have to kick it away.
11:25, and time now is slipping away for the Cardinals if they're going to come from behind in this one. Eddie Brown goes back with his punt. Steve Little. There's Brown. Brown has really done a good job in returning punts.
And they're going to come away with this, kicking from the end zone. Little, they're going to get good field position again.
Brown in 77 set an NFL record for punt returns in a season as well as in a game. And here he has it at the 45 of St. Louis, trying to give ground. Gets away from Bill Morrell, a flag on the play. And he goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 34-yard kick that time by Steve Little.
You're going to have a clipping. A block was made right back where he was. And a man, he really didn't clip. He just kind of pushed in the back. One of the Cardinal players coming down got pushed in the back, and I think they're going to call it clipping.
Seen a lot of that. As you know, you can't block below the waist anymore.
Well, he just kind of pushed him in the back then. Whatever their interpretation is of this particular.
There it is.
Personal foul.
Wait a minute.
Cardinals.
Clipping, well, that's offsetting penalties.
I got to learn those rules. I tell you what, they give you all those hand signals.
A personal foul against one and clipping against the other.
Personal foul, number 84, kicking team.
That's Dave Steve.
Personal foul, clipping, number 72, receiving team. Receiving team will retain the ball.
Thank you very much.
72 is Kent Hill for the Rams. He's a first-round draft pick out of Georgia Tech. So they're going to have the ball. Well, where are they going to have the ball? Where'd he go out of bounds? They're still trying to locate the football. There it comes. It'll be a first down for the Rams. 10:49 left. Next week, the Cardinals go to Houston, Los Angeles to New Orleans. Have a timeout right now with 10:49 left. So the Rams with that 14-0 lead, they'd like to get the clincher. We'll be back in a moment. Los Angeles Ram cheerleaders here with 10:49 remaining in this game. As the Rams with a 14-0 lead. And that reminds us to remind you that tonight on CBS we have 60 Minutes, a brand new edition. Archie Bunker's place then is followed by One Day at a Time. And there's more great comedy on Alice, Vanessa Jefferson's, and Pernell Roberts stars as Trapper John M.D. All tonight on CBS.
Oh, what a lineup, huh? Great lineup.
You better believe it. Fidel Castro with Dan Rather on 60 Minutes. Archie Bunker, he's something.
I kind of like Alice myself.
From the 44.5-yard line, the St. Louis end of the field. 10:49 remaining in the game. First down, Los Angeles. And carrying the ball is Elvis Peacock, and Alvin Favron was there to make the tackle. Favron is a super quick player out of Southeast Louisiana State. He was their second round draft pick, and he was a defensive end in college, and when he came into the preseason camp, they couldn't block him. He was one of those guys who was so quick. 6'1", 225-pounder.
It's an adjustment for them to make standing up, you know. Where he's been down in the three-point stance. Now he has to stand up and play, and he's made the adjustment.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Hayden. Boy, he's got time, doesn't he? There, Niels comes up. He gets it off to Peacock. That'll be incomplete. Steve Niels dumped Hayden. He had time, and all of a sudden, Steve Niels came pouring through. Gave him a pretty good hit. Niels has a sack this year. Hayden getting up, and he's okay.
Well, they had good coverage that time. That's why Pat had to throw the ball in the flat to Peacock. He wanted to go downfield, but everyone was covered. He dumped the ball off. No completion.
Pat Hayden, 5'11", 180, fourth-year man out of USC. Rhodes Scholar and a young man who is completing all kinds of studies here in the offseason at Loyola University. He and Vince Ferragamo. Ferragamo wants to be a doctor. They're both going to school. Both quarterbacks in the offseason. Third down, 9. Hayden hit again and hit hard, but he got it off to Charles Young. The ball is fumbled, picked up by Roger Worley. And Worley to the 30. Worley is going to bring it out. He fumbles the ball. Now he's got it. Looks like Ken Green came up with it. I'll tell you, Hayden really got hit when he released the football. Charlie Davis is shaken up for St. Louis. Look at Hayden. Boy, they hit him about chest high and drilled him.
Well, he made a good pass, and he made the completion. He looked like he hurt his hand some. He looked down at his hand. Let's take a look at it and see. You'll see the rush here. They had a blitz on. You see Eric Williams come around. You see right there, they jumped right in his face. He made the completion, made an excellent throw to Charlie Young. Green knocks the ball loose. Again, this time the Cardinals come up with the football. Roger Worley comes across, picks it up. Put it away, Roger. Put it away. He does put it away, but he's not used to carrying the football, and he fumbles the thing.
Cardinals end up with the ball at the 41, and now Hart has to fall on it.
Is this a comedy of errors, or what's going on?
Well, it's been elusive football as far as the Cardinals are concerned the last 2 weeks. 5 fumbles last week. They've had 12 turnovers coming into this game.
Unreal. Give you a little trivia thing here. O.J. Simpson is the second back in the National Football League history to rush for 11,000 yards, right?
Right.
He had 83 today. Who was the other one?
Jim Brown.
Oh, smart, aren't you?
That was a safe guess. From the 41, second down, still 10 yards to go. Hart again, stepping up. Tilley, and depending on the play, Pat Thomas. Those down and out patterns on the sidelines, they've covered him every time.
They have excellent coverage that time by Thomas, and he made a good throw by throwing it a little out of his reach, and it goes incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 10. You know, if you look at the Cardinals, as far as one phase of the game, as we look now at Bud Wilkinson, one phase of their game has been taken away from them is that very play. I don't believe they've completed that 1 out of 6 or 7 times the last couple of weeks.
They're playing a good defensive team. That's what they're facing.
Looks like a blitz is coming. Backs off again. 3rd down. Hart looking for the first down. And he's got it. Pat Tilley. Tilley with the catch. That'll be a first down at the 35, and the Cardinals are still alive with 8:55 remaining, a 24-yard game.
I'm telling you something. It's great experience, and this is just a tremendous throw right here by Jim Hart. What an accurate throw. This man's really not open. He just throws the ball perfectly. Just beats Eddie Brown. What a great pass, great reception. It's still alive, as you said.
So Pat Tilley now with 2 catches, but for 46 yards. First down at the 35. Hart with a lot of time, and then he's hit as he releases it, and that one's up for grabs. Intercepted. Here comes Dave Elmendorf, his 2nd interception of the day. And he's out to the 40. Just as Hart looked like he had time to throw, he was hit as he released the ball, and that ball was just a wounded duck. There was nothing he could do about it.
Well, that's something you pay the price as a quarterback holding the ball. He did have 2 people open, but because he got hit, that's a gift interception. Believe me, when you get hit, nothing you can do about it.
A year ago, the Rams had 28 interceptions. They had only 2 prior to today.